Hello there. Welcome to my introduction to HTML. HTML is the code that's under the hood of every single web page, including this one. And we can find it by going to right-click on the mouse, and I'm going to go to View Page Source. And this is the code that is running the web page that I made. Even though I made the web page on an online browser, it converts it to HTML so that it's visible on any browser. And what I'm going to show you today is how to make a very simple HTML using Notepad. Just to reiterate one thing, HTML actually stands for Hypertext Markup Language. What we're going to show is what HTML is, what it stands for, and what are tags, how to use them. So I'm going to use Notepad to script the HTML code. I'm going to save it as a HTML file, and then I'm going to open that file in a web browser, Google Chrome. And it'll be a simple one that just looks a little bit like this. Okay, so I suggest the first thing you do before you do that is just have a look at some of your favorite web pages, have a look at the source code. You can do this on any browser, so I do highly recommend you see that, and you can just see the code that's running. You don't have to understand it all, but it's just worth seeing the amount of code used, so it's just quite interesting to have a look. Right, so now what we're going to do is I'm going to use Notepad to create my own little web page. So let's open up Notepad. Now I'm going to create a simple web page using HTML. So first of all, I'm going to put a tag, HTML, like so, to get it started, and then another tag, which is head. And then I'm going to add another new tag, which is going to be for the title. And then the title of this is going to be called Mr. Neil's Coding School. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to do a close tag, which closes the element there, which looks a bit like this, okay, with the slash there. I'm also going to close the head, again using the slash. And then we're going to concentrate on the body of the coding, and then I'm going to put a header. So I'm going to put a H for header, and 1 is the size of that header. And the header is going to say Mr. Neil's Coding School. We're going to close it again with the slash, H1. And then we're going to do a paragraph, P, welcome to my first ever web page. And then I'm going to close the paragraph like so. And then I'm going to finish off by closing the body. And then closing the HTML. And then after that, I'm going to save it as a HTML file. So I'm going to go to File, Save As. I'm going to call it webpage first.html, and then I'm going to press Save to save it. And there you can see here, I've got my first web page, Mr. Neil's Coding School, and welcome to my first ever web page. Of course, we shouldn't really be using Times New Roman on a web page. So in the next lessons, what we can do is we can show you how to change fonts and change colors, add tables, and do other sorts of things. But this is a good way just to start. You can also just write your own paragraph here and just change things yourself, experiment with the heading sizes and things like that.